Welcome to another episode of the Backstage Pass. I am Matthew Theall.
Donovan Troy here.
We are poolside today. It's been kind of warm. And you know what?
No, tell me.
Something really awesome happened. Something that I didn't anticipate even happening when I did this little action.
What? Elaborate for us.
Ever since I took out Chester McFeely,
yeah, about that.
our subscriptions have more than doubled.
And you think because of your act, that is why?
Pretty much that's exactly why it happened, because Chester was weighting this show down. And you know what? Because we have doubled our subscriptions in a matter of weeks,
Yes.
I got a bonus. See this jacket I'm wearing?
Yes.
Cost $10,000. See my Rolex watch? Thousands, and I don't even know how expensive this was. And this little diamond ring I've got on my finger right now. $200,000. And my face. See how close this shave is? You gotta buy that. You gotta buy this shave.
How do you buy a shave?
$5,000 Gillette Ultimo razor.
Gillette what?
Gillette Ultimo.
Ultimo, huh?
Yes, Ultimo. And you know what? We have some other people to thank for our subscriptions doubling in the past couple of weeks, and that is the Pro Wrestling and You-niverse.
Yes, indeed.
The Pro Wrestling and You-niverse is as follows. Our parent show, Pro Wrestling and You, with Joe Grutt and Casey Strata.
Good people, which you stole the title from, by the way.
The Wrestling Roundup with Tom Bojack.
He's really good. I like him.
He did an episode in a Speedo on his toilet once. Go check it out. The Wrestling Wrap-Up with Evan, the WWEKid. He's actually been doing it longest out of all of us, I believe. And the MySpace Blogs with Patrick and Brian. Links on the side. Check them out. They're good.
Are they over here or over there?
I believe actually they're over there.
Over there?
Yeah, to the left.
To the left? To the left? Or is it down there? No, comments go down there.
I don't know.
Either way.
Anyway.
Now, about this jacket and this watch and this really close shave and pinky ring, you know that you're just making that up, right? You don't have either of those things, nor a very close shave, or even shaved at all.
I'm not imagining things, and I'll prove you that I'm not imagining things.
Okay.
Because John Cena was taken out with an injury.
That's true.
John Cena was taken out with an injury.
Yeah, he had to have a herniated disc surgery.
Yes.
Or something of that nature.
Yes.
And he'll be out for who knows how long. They actually never posted
I believe
anything.
the doctors have said 2 to 4 months. My aunt had a similar surgery. She
Did
had
she?
some neck problems. She's been working on computers for her entire life.
Okay.
So she had to have this surgery to take out her neck. She worked at an office job. It took her 3 months to come back.
Wow, that's
So the
impressive.
doctors say 2 to 4 months. That might be, altered because John Cena is a miraculous healer, as we found out with the shoulder injury and the whole
Yes.
Royal Rumble thing.
Yeah,
so,
he came back in what, less than 6 months?
Less than 6 months.
Maybe
and it was,
less than 4.
It was something that was supposed to take him a year, right?
Yeah,
and then
it
he
was.
came back and he won the Royal Rumble and he body slammed Mark Henry and it was all good. You can still see the scar though. I still see it quite often on Monday Night Raw. It's kind of interesting to be reminded of that.
And with John Cena being taken out of injury, he has been replaced
In the championship scramble.
World Heavyweight Championship Scramble with a former World Heavyweight Champion, the returning Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. I'm a little surprised that Rey Mysterio was coming back. I personally have experience in taking people out, and I guess Kane just didn't do a good enough job.
Well, hopefully we get some more explanation next week on the whole how is Kane involved with Rey Mysterio not being on TV for the past couple of weeks, and maybe we'll see more of that develop as the championship scrambles develop at Unforgiven.
That's true, that's true. Also at Unforgiven, of course, is the newly signed Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels unsanctioned match. I don't know if you guys remember, but we kind of called it last week.
I think we did.
I mean, it was kind of obvious. So I'm going to retire. No, you're not. Jericho's going to do something and have another match, unsanctioned match. You remember SummerSlam of a number of years ago already, with Shawn Michaels versus Triple H coming back there, and it was good stuff.
It was a hellacious match, and obviously Chris Jericho not having some good feelings towards HBK, decide he's not going to retire after all, because Jericho did say that he wanted to be the man responsible for taking out the Heartbreak Kid.
Right.
And now at Unforgiven, those two will clash one more time. This time, unsanctioned, no rules.
I'm going to go ahead and call this one the match of the night. I have a theory. It's going to be the match of the night.
Okay, but who's going to win? Or are we making that predictions this early on?
I'm going to say Shawn Michaels just because it's the last match of the feud and he has the most to gain,
Sure.
quote-unquote, from it. I think Chris Jericho has already pulled out of this feud what he can get out of the feud.
Okay.
I mean, he's got this brand new character. He's got a lot of attention. He holds a win over the world champion, CM Punk.
That's true.
I don't think at this point he has to necessarily win this final match against Shawn Michaels to keep the momentum that he has.
No, I agree, especially since he is like basically the #1 heel on the show at this moment in time.
For sure.
So I could definitely see if CM Punk or Face retains the title or wins the title at the Unforgiven pay-per-view. I can clearly see Chris Jericho being the next one up for a title shot.
I totally 100% agree with you. There's been another championship scramble assigned to Unforgiven. That's the ECW one. I think the championship scramble thing is a good idea. I think it's going to be an interesting match. I just don't always understand why the WWE has to put all of these matches all on the same night.
I don't know, but I did like Teddy Long's response that what Raw and SmackDown can do, ECW can do better. And obviously at Unforgiven, we will see if ECW's scramble match will be better, or at least equal to the performances of both Raw and SmackDown.
You know, I think that the ECW match itself might be pretty good. I mean, ECW wrestling on this particular episode was phenomenal. Evan Bourne versus The Miz, I think, was my favorite match of the night. It was awesome.
Really?
Yes.
I would not have thought you would say that.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Evan Bourne. I've been a supporter of The Miz. I don't know if I want to call myself necessarily a fan of The Miz for a long time.
Right.
But ever since he came in, I've always been a supporter of his. I think he has an excellent character. I think he does decently in the ring. And Evan Bourne, I believe, definitely brought the best out of him.
I have to agree on that. But I also have to say that the Matt Hardy-John Morrison match, the opening match of the night, was very, very intense. I was watching it, and I was really thinking it could go either way. But with Matt Hardy and that quick twist of fate, it was good.
It was definitely good. So I'm looking forward to it. ECW wrestling definitely is good.
And what makes it good is that they have good story, and they had a good development on who was wrestling who. And I think that was one of the big things about ECW as of late. They have all the new Superstar Initiative with new superstars coming in, and they're not familiar with the wrestlers they're wrestling, and so it looks kind of slow. Some things can kind of get botched, and I think that it's definitely gotten better now with concrete storylines, with Finlay and Mike Knox, and I like things are more mesh. Yeah. They mesh more well together.
I think
the
that
wrestlers
they definitely do a good job of making sure that people definitely wrestle well together. I'm not a huge fan of Mike Knox, but
he
whatever.
Needs to shave or get that Gillette Ultimo too.
The Gillette Ultimo, yes, it does an excellent job.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know, is there anything else that we need to talk about? Anything else that's going on?
Nothing else has really developed on Unforgiven. Obviously, SmackDown coming on to you this Friday.
My hat.
What?
Oh, what?
I want my hat back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chester McFeely has just entered. Oh, okay, I'm out of here.
You can
Put that belt down.
you can have it. It's
Put
yours.
it down. It's not yours. Put it down.
Here, have it. Have a hat. See, we're all friends. We're all.
This is my friend.
Well, come on, Chester. We could talk about this. I mean, I've got a lot of money now. Ever since you've been gone, they definitely gave me a huge bonus because I could and you know Ultimo and come on, Chester. We don't. Oh.
See you guys next week.